Hello, thank you for joining me today. So today on social media, we're going to have a counselling conversation around social media. So the positives are that you can reach out and you can feel connected and you have some instant information if you need to check up on something. It also means that you can be connected with people all over the world, so it's a great cultural resource. It gives you the opportunity to be able to be within a community with which you feel comfortable. However, today I'm really going to kind of have a look on the more negative side of social media and some of the pitfalls that all of us can fall into. So when it turns to negativity, it can cause an imbalance. So it then offers you a portrayal of perfection. It also means that you can compare yourself with something that's not necessarily true, a real representation, because it's done for the camera. Today, I put my face on, I dried my hair, I put on some jewellery, I matched a couple of outfits, and I'm doing some filming this morning. So this is probably not how you would find me on a normal Saturday morning. I'd be in my jammies, having a cup of tea and catching up on Say Yes to the Dress or something that I can just switch my head off to. So this is a representation of me talking to you in a counselling conversation. This is the representation of me that I feel comfortable with to offer to my clients in sessions or to you on social media. That's very different than using filters, etc. Sometimes it's very easy to feel personally upset with engagement of your social media. So not enough likes, not enough followers, overthinking. Why did they write that comment? What about that choice of emoji? What's that about? Am I missing out if I don't check in, if I don't pop back on and have a look regularly to see what's happening, who's talking to who, who's following who, all of those things. Loneliness and isolation may well have been one of the reasons that you go to social media in the first place. But it's actually then the place that we end up experiencing more isolation and more loneliness if we overthink our position in it and our interactions in it. It's also very easy to get caught up in the social media expert. So myself, I offer counselling conversations. I say quite clearly on my disclaimer that I don't have the knowledge of all of it. I don't have the ownership of any of it except for the bits that I waffle about. And they're all given with that understanding of this is my view, this is how I am. And maybe you get a flavour of me when you look at me on social media, having a conversation around different subjects in order for us to work together as me as the counsellor, not me as anything to do with expert on social media. Sometimes it's easier to get caught up in the social media expert, to think yourself, well, if only we could all do that. Goals, pressures, settings, all brilliant, but not if you have anxiety, not if you're feeling overwhelmed. All you need to do is to follow, subscribe, a celebrity, a fixer, a coach, whatever it is. But that's not necessarily good for you. As a counsellor, working from a mental health starting point, take it all easy, take a stand back, have a little look at things, check in with yourself. If I'm feeling anxious when I do more of this on social media, if I feel more pressured by following this on social media, then step back. You don't have to. You're in control. Mightn't feel like it sometimes when you're overwhelmed with what's going on there, but actually you are. So sometimes it's quite good to have a cleansing. So take a downtime. Make sure that you give yourself a buffer between social media and going off to your bed. set yourself achievable limits with interaction with social media, and be proactive with who you contact. Have a little look at, stand back, think why is it good for me to follow this person? Why is it healthy for me to indulge or engage with certain bits and pieces? Look at it from a healthy perspective and look at the real friends in your life, the actual real ones. Look at their opinions and see how you feel if they matter. You're in control of this. Sometimes it's easy to forget that. None of this is to say that for you, at certain times, interacting with social media on certain sites, certain following certain things, is not a really healthy thing. Of course it is. And interaction of any sort, particularly right now with the pandemic, is a brilliant thing. It's been a very long time since we've had that natural interaction. But it's also very important to remember that people are a part of that, whether they're online or not, and that you are in control of those interactions. So just a little thought-provoking, social media, you're in control of it. Don't forget that. Thanks for your time. Take care. Bye-bye.